Welcome to module number 6. I hope that you are beginning to realize that many of these topics are not mutually exclusive and do not exist on a straight line continuum. There is a lot of overlap, and that's good because we rarely catch on to a concept the first time through. Researchers know that a child learning to read must encounter a single written word hundreds of times before that word is automatically recognized by the reading brain. So why should we be any different? Let's begin by defining governance. Governance is the exercise of authority or control, which means it is a system by which an organization is directed or controlled. One variance applicable for board governance is the definition that goes beyond the traditional organizational components and instead focuses on the process through which the district builds its intellectual, social, financial, and spiritual capital and aligns them to achieve its goals. A little deep, I know, but it's very insightful. One important thing about board governance that you must understand is that it is your primary responsibility to stand in for and represent the community that elected you. Strategic planning is another nebulous topic for most of us. I know that when I encountered it in the MBA, I turned my head and pretended that it just didn't exist. But it does exist, and you will find 3 separate bullet points under different achievement areas. These 2 areas are advocacy and accountability. So this is an important one, even if you do want to pretend that it doesn't exist. So what is strategic planning? Basically, it is the process of defining an organization's strategy or direction, and then making decisions about allocating resources that support or pursue the strategy. You will hear the word stakeholders a lot in conjunction with these topics. What is a stakeholder? It's a person or group that has an interest, share, or investment in something. Do parents have an interest in their children's education? You bet they do. That makes them a stakeholder. So are students, teachers, administrators, the community, local colleges, and businesses. There are lots of stakeholders when it comes to education. You yourself are a stakeholder. I want to make one important point before we get started. That is distinguishing the difference between power and authority. Power is the ability to influence, and that's the thing that can go to your head and turn an upstanding citizen to villainy. Authority is the right to do so. School board authority, is a legal authority derived from the state and the community. School boards are corporate in nature and therefore only have authority to engage in district business as a whole body. The board and its authority exist only when convened. Individual board members actually have no authority. Maybe that's why so many of us turn to villainy and tyranny and world domination. No, just kidding, that rarely happens. Dumb mustache too. So the board only has power and authority when convened, and individual board members really have none. In this module, you'll find several excellent articles about governance and strategic planning, which constitute your reading assignment, followed by another stellar game created for your learning enjoyment. So enjoy.